Hey everybody, last night I missed the first 15 minutes, so I'm just going to do a little recording to explain what we went through before the rest of the video kicks off. Apologies. So last night we worked on basically building out systems that can look at an organization top to bottom and to identify opportunities for AI agents and actually to build the prompts necessary to feed into other agentic systems like Codex or Claude Code. So this is the first one. This is the one I sort of showed the group. So if I just log into this tool, I can actually see across a retail value chain, we've got plan and source. So strategy and business planning, merchandising and buying, demand planning and forecasting, sourcing, and right the way through. So supply and inventory, price, market and attract, sell and fulfill, serve and retain, and running the actual business. Now what this has also done is it's actually created these opportunities under each of these. So if I was to select this one, I can actually look at all the different agents I could build to get an outcome. So agentic assortment and range optimization, an always-on agent that monitors sell-through, trend signals and inventory coverage, then processes or executes assortment adds, drops, or depth changes. Merchant natural language query assistant, trend to product ideation and concept generation, AI space and category planning, marketplace vendor evaluation, so we can sort of see who are the agents in the market. And I'll show you how one of these works. I'll just pick a simple one, always on agent. Now down here we can click this coach on me. And what the coach on me is going to do is it's going to run a prompt and it's going to ask me some questions. So who's going to use this? I would say the merchandising team. What's the single success metrics for faster reaction time, fewer missed competitor moves, better margin protection, or improved assortment decisions? Improved assortment decisions. So you can kind of customize these as well. Okay, what data do you already have on this today, especially internal sales? We have internal sales and no competitor feeds. What systems would this need to connect to? Just CSV files. We extract from our BI warehouse. Great. Should the agent recommend only or should eventually take autonomous actions? Recommend only. So the level of integration here is very flexible. So what this has done is this has created me a prompt. Now, if I want to, so this is like the simple conceptual prompt, but we can also click this button to do the Claude Code version. So this one is a much more detailed. So if you fed that into Claude Code, you would be able to start building that with agentic AI. So that's that system. And then what we did is we moved on to Claude Code and we started to look at Ray White. And so what we did is we added in, which one is it? I'm an IT services provider and I'd like to build an application that helps me build AI agents for Ray White real estate. The idea behind this application is for you to break down the value chain for the real estate enterprise, identify all the AI agents that could pitch to improve their operational efficiency, to reduce cost, and to generate new revenue. The idea is to think about the business as a value chain in detail, break up the categories of value, and then identify all the AI agents we'd be able to build to improve the business. Please do the research first and get this list of agents, and then I want you to build out a website in HTML that lays them out. And I want you to use ChatGPT to help me dynamically write the prompts, blah, blah, blah. So we did that, and then we actually created this. So this was sort of a similar version of, we were then able to actually convert this back to this format as well, this format. All right, the video is going to take on so you understand the context. Thank you. Oh yeah, cool.
Hi, Tim.
Hey everyone, today we're doing, that's all right.
Yeah, that's right.
So I want to open this. Okie dokie.
So this API key will let you connect to...
Yeah, it's going to connect my little website to OpenAI, so it can do work for me.
Yep.
So I'll just type these in. There it is.
Already showing cosplay revenue plate 28, man.
Now I will put it in there. Yep.
Hey, Tim,
so
when you share your screen, can you make that screen bigger?
Not.
Like what I'm saying is because it's pretty small writing and it's pretty hard to read.
Yeah.
Actually put it up. I'm blowing it up on my laptop right now because my screen, my daughter has already taken away, so I don't have a screen as well.
Display.
Because
I made it full screen plus trying to get into it 125, 150%. You do, then you're able to see it. Otherwise, no.
So
I'm just trying to think of how I can
do that, Sanjeev.
My eyesight is pretty poor, man.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I put my glasses on, then I can't see it, and I take them off, and I still can't see it.
Yeah, I've taken it off, as you probably can see. I've taken it off and put it at 150%, and then only I'm able to see it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how to do that.
It's in the screen itself.
This one?
No, yep. But
That's
this will,
bit fuzzy, but yeah, it's all right.
This will.
All right. Cool. So.
But you have to move it around then, that's all.
Now I have set my API key in the .n file.
But this screen is frozen now.
So launch.
No, mine's okay.
Yeah, but this is better.
I think it's this one. Here we go. Or is it just allow?
Oh, I found it.
Okay, so I'm going to put, it wants me to just refresh it. I don't know whether that's needed or not, but I'll do it. Okie dokie. Okay, cool. I'll grab that. And I will put it in here. Boom. So lead generation and vendor acquisition. Instant appraiser Okay, and an appraiser.
Pretty interesting.
Wow, just clearly calling it out as well. High impact, medium impact, all that.
So revenue impact, speed to lead is the strongest predictor of conversion. Cost impact eliminates manual triage of web valuation leads. Build the chord code prompt. Answer when you can. Blanks are fine. What core system will you integrate with?
Yeah, there you go. That you can't. You have to pay money to Ria Group. Rewrites on platform. Yeah, console is another one.
Let's just say I'll build an MVP standalone. What data do you want to give to the agent? I'll just say inbound text from website. Which channel should it act through? Manual for now. Human processed.
Wow, it's pretty good, man.
How autonomous? Advisory suggestions only. Where will it run? A widget on the website. What is this single? What's the metric? I want to build an MVP for the instant appraisal response.
But Tim, will it let you do this embedded widget on a Rewrite website?
Well, no, it's not going to do it. It's going to help me build it for them. So it's going to write the prompt for me to actually go and use chord code. How should the estimate be?
Would you use Google Maps Street View to get a picture of the house and then
it's kind of tricky, this one, because it's very data heavy.
Yeah.
See what this comes up with. There we go. So just for fun, why don't we grab that prompt or copy that prompt? We'll grab a new session and I will call it I'll create a new folder called Appraisal. Grab this. I'll go to Appraisal. Let's see what it does. I'm even becoming less afraid of like integrations and stuff, because it knew all those systems, and they'll have documentation on those interfaces. I'm actually kind of thinking like as Randall said, full custom software. Yeah, and it's interesting, this version, refine in ChatGPT. Okay, so I can talk to it. But this particular one, it's prescriptive. It's not like a chat.
Yeah.
If I go back and look at the retail one, this one, yeah, I actually like this better. But the concepts come out pretty similar. The other thing you could do is if you had this particular one, you could point to this and say, hey, I want it to actually look and feel like this design. So if you go, so if I did that, I don't know if I can multi-thread it. But what I could do is I could say, hey, I like the app, but I really like this one better. Could go and refactor it to look like this one. And you could point it at the code and then yeah, it would go and do the work. So you could probably template the styles as well. It's even building the integration stubs. So I wonder if I can just go back to that one. And I could say, this is fantastic, but I'd like the app to look more like, I'm not sure that'd work. I'd have to actually give it the code. So let's give it the code. So what I'll do is I'll go back into that folder, the IT services folder. Okay, that's what the app, I want to look more like the retail AI atlas in structure and outcome. It's in the IT services folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refactor this agent to look like this one, just for fun. I'll come back here. So I am running two at once. Okay.
Tim, have you built something like this for the uni as well?
No. I only sort of worked this one out when I was preparing for this session this week. I sort of started playing around with this. Like I was sort of looking at, because I think one of the biggest problems is people don't know what they can do and what they can't do. And it's just getting started. So if you can give people a menu, then they can go and search for stuff. But what I'm also finding is that punched out, 100 different things. And, and I can hone that as well. Because like if you turned up to Ray White and you said, hey, I want to help you with your stuff. Look, I've already built this for you. And it's got like all this stuff in it. And they're looking for someone to do AI in real estate.
Yep.
And the other thing too is like if you're going around, like you could just say, look, I'm talking to real estate agents and look what I got. Some of the real estate agents might want to get the value of these, but not let their competitors have them. So they might actually pay you for them.
To do that.
Or even just like sort of a pseudo training role as well. Like, they might have an IT team that they want to do this stuff with, but the IT team mightn't have a clue. So you might be able to go in there and you say, well, look, I'll work with the IT team to train them as best as I can, and we'll unearth things and build a whole series of prototypes and just get them set up. So that could be a business model too. You know, kind of like not just a delivery, it could also be like a training function as well. Because I do think that all technological services get commoditized at a point, but I think helping other people to accelerate knowledge transfer in this technology, I think is going to be exceptionally valuable.
Yep.
The big software
That's it.
companies must be starting to sort of wonder and feel it a bit.
So
Yeah.
that is exactly what is going on right now. The way I see it, this forward deployed engineers, whatever Tim, Android and OpenAI have come up with these roles, they're basically product owners who understand AI and domain and tech. These roles, because these roles are not there within the organization. So they're looking for these people who understand it from process, domain, and tech perspective, who can help them. You know, and there you can use this function if you understand process in general, and if you, through all these tools, if you can help them out, it will definitely open their eyes to it without any doubt.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this approach is I think you don't walk in there and say, hey, I'm really good at AI. It's like, here's a menu, here's a website, I built this for your business, go and have a look. And then they're like, oh my God, I want to do this, this, and this. And you're like, all right, well, not only am I going to build it, but I'll show you how to build it. So you sort of demystify it a little bit for them. And so you don't necessarily have to be the guy that supports it forever. You're just kind of like the catalyst to get them going.
Get it started.
The other thing to remember is that AI is actually really good at building stuff for you, but it doesn't actually have to be an AI output. So like, I find that I use MCP connectors a lot to different bits of software, and I actually get Claude to build like workflows in N8N or Power Automate or any of those sort of things, which are hard guardrails. So that it's a rudimentary if this then do that kind of trigger, but Claude will go and build it for you. So you look like a genius being able to automate all these tasks. But it's not actually AI driven. There's no tokens involved. It's just a Power Automation workflow in the background. But Claude built it for you. So you don't need to be suddenly an expert on Power Automate, because Claude will do it for you.
Yep. Do that.
And so then you can start linking different pieces of software together, and the flow of data flows from one to the other. And whether you use N8N or use Power Automate, or you can then grab that data and put it into Power BI and have some sort of pretty dashboard. Like AI is doing the building the framework in the background. It's not, AI is not doing the actual analysis for you. So then you got no token usage.
I also found the other day, if people are aware, my website is run on a technology called Notion. If everyone's heard of that, probably have.
Yep.
They have an MCP server, and if you want to design out a Notion page to do workflows or collaboration or whatever, MCP will configure it all for you. So it'll build all the databases, it'll build all the content out, it'll make it look good. And then I found out that Notion is used by Anthropic, XAI, OpenAI, Mistral, Perplexity. Like, they're actually used by everyone for collaboration. So it's just really interesting. So this here, I'm refactoring this website to look like the other one, and we'll see if it does it, because I would be interested to see if it does it perfectly. It's even changing the README file.
Yeah.
I also think like this technology iteration will be a lot more accepted. Like in IT, we've built all these processes over time to have hard releases and testing and all this sort of jazz. I don't think that'll necessarily go away, but you could definitely iterate a lot before you have to start that. So rather than spending like months and months and months designing something, you can just build something and then go, what if, and just kind of like iterate it until you're happy with it. I just think it might just, it's just because like usually the cost of development's so high that you want to get it right. Whereas with this, it's relatively cheap. So.
Yeah.
So a lot of IT roles will just naturally, it's almost like all IT people are going to have to somewhat become persuasive, good communicators, and sort of understand process and business as well as the technical. And I don't know if all of them are going to make that turn. You're going to end up with some that'll make the turn and they'll just dominate, and there'll be others who just don't. And it's just going to be, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We've built the framework for our app to run it. Add the Anthropic key. Okay, so it's picked Anthropic for itself, but that's okay. Let me just put this in Control Z. And it doesn't like that. So we'll give it the bug. It's the other cool thing. Sometimes it doesn't work first time. Give it the bug. It goes, oh, you're in the wrong folder. Oh, that makes sense. Because I'm doing two things at once. Yeah. Cool. So we've got an appraiser. Let me set the API key in the .n file. What command do I run? So what I'll do is I'll go console.anthropic.com. I've copied my Anthropic API. Yeah. That's all right. So I might just grab another one, new window. Go to that folder. Go to there. Okie dokie. So I will grab API key and I'll just put it over here so I don't have to delete the bloody key later. Yep, that's cool. I'll save that. Close that. Okay. Okay, I've updated my API key in the .n file. Can I refresh server? also realizing like that the barrier to actually build stuff is becoming very, very low, but the sales process is going to become the skill.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is it that one or is it that other one? Or is it? That one. And where did it go? Localhost 8787. For instant approval. It's an address. Just find a house.
Yeah.
We'll find one in Milan. Try and find one where there's actually a house. There you go.
Hello.
78 Edel Street, Milan. Milan.
Oh, what was the postcode?
3342.
Yep.
Not sure. It's probably. See what this does.
Pretty interesting.
There you go. This would be pretty wild if it worked.
Oh. 9:35.
It's funny because it's funny because if you look at realestate.com, it says that house is only worth $654.
Oh.
Sorry, Tim.
Tim's got the inflation model on.
But this is probably a bad example because I haven't given it a data service, right? So
Yeah.
In this particular example, you would have to give it a data service to go to.
Yeah.
But so hang on. So if I go back and I said, look, I'm not sure if OpenAI is going to do a very good job of the appraisal. Go and research the cheapest data services I could use to pull an accurate appraisal. And write me a short report with the options and prices. But I mean that it functionally works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an indicative range. The drafted agent reply and a queued for human approval in the. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. And the other thing here is like once you've got this in place, you could vibe code this, and you could actually connect this to their
The calendars.
the calendars and stuff as well.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Prop track. Yeah. And I wonder how long it'd take you to, it sounds ridiculous, but build an entire suite of products from the ground up for a real estate enterprise. So rather than looking at it as, oh, they've got all these crappy systems already in place, you could actually just say, why don't we just build a custom, a booking system, our listing, our website, all of the different customer services, and just literally plug them all together and build them in modular, but make them all connect to a single architecture. So what you might do is you might design it and then build every component and then just plug them all together. And then all of a sudden you've got, now that real estate, you might even be able to get that working, end to end. And then you hand it over to an IT services company to test and make mature and secure and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden you've got a competitive product. And if it's custom to the business and they're not paying, I'd hate to know how much these businesses pay for software. Like if you added up all those tools, they might be spending, I don't know, $1 million a year on software. You might be able to build like an end-to-end custom suite for them once, and then they don't have to pay any cost. It's just all profit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Particularly for smaller guys, like the big guys have got all the budgets to do the big software plays, but if you just wanted something that works really well, just for, two-man kind of real estate outfits.
I think that's where it's at, Tim, because really the bigger companies have got, IT departments and all sorts of things, where the smaller guys are just really, running with what they've got. That's the opportunity.
But if the little guys built an awesome digital flow, the big guys might want that. So you could almost sell the business with the software to the big guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
$3,000 a year.
That's what I was saying. This data you need to get from external sources. That'll cost you money. Or at least, for those guys it'll be easy because they must be getting that from those sources anyways.
State Valuer General bulk sales data. $0. How big is that data set? Yeah.
Pretty big.
Is to run, most expensive to build.
Like I'm saying, you might be able to build your own. Apparently it's free. I'm sure, but I wonder how much data it'd be. Would it be tens of gigabytes, or would it just be 100 meg?
It'd be huge because it'd be on every property in New South Wales. Because the Valuer General, what does your rates?
Annual throughput.
Your land tax.
$15 to 25 million records, NSW, 1 to 3 GB uncompressed. Yeah. There's not too big a data set actually.
So is that the national Valuer General or just the New South one?
Find me a methodology to value properties based off the Valuer General's data and find me a free geocoder.
So Tim, I need to go. So I will see you.
Yeah.
Are you in the city anytime?
Yeah, I can come in and see you. I'm in Bairnsdale this week though, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next week possibly.
Yeah. I'll give you a ring.
All right, give me a ring. Okay. Ciao.
All
Thanks. Bye. See ya.
See you, Sanjay.
Yeah, guys.
Sanjay.
There you go.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
So yeah, I'm going on a bit of a goose chase now, but you know, you might be able to build something for free.
Yeah. I don't know how the Valuer General does it all.
It's the titles office. So when you do a title transfer, they're just recording the sales.
Yeah.
That's how they know how to tax you too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They know how to tax you.
Yeah, it's actually like if you think about it, it's not actually that much data. Like 1 gigabyte of data, it's not that much.
15.9 million Australian addresses.
Yeah, geocoded national address file, genuinely free for commercial use. Yeah, so you kind of get the idea.
Yep.
I thought that let's go and see if this thing's fixed.
What did Randall say that place is worth? 635.
654.
654. I think I'll go with you, Tim, if I'm a vendor.
Yeah, it's always the highest price, isn't it, Bruce?
But it won't sell.
I don't know. I was looking at some data today, and it was like most of the properties sold on Mornington Peninsula were 10 to 20% below the list price, and there was a lot of them that were over 20% below.
Below.
Yeah, so I don't think it's paradise out there. And I've had that many like real estate agents ring me in the last week trying to drum up business, and I just said, mate, I'm not in the market at all.
Yep.
Particularly if old Trumpy fires up again, which it looks like. And they'll tell us they did everything they could. I can't believe fuel's $1.49.
Yeah.
To get the V8 out again.
Yeah, I've got to get my F truck out again.
I think it's going to be short-lived, Bruce. I found out why. You know, we did all the modelling on the fuel.
Yep.
I found out why it's lasted a lot longer.
Yeah, why is that?
China stopped buying.
Oh, yeah, I saw that somewhere, yeah.
So 20%, 20 to 25% of demand just came out of the system. And they reckon at the moment, so the ships that are coming out of the Strait are coming out, the terminology they're using is they're being evacuated, like it's emergency evacuation. And apparently 3 ships are going out for every ship that's going in.
Yeah.
But very few tankers are going in because they're like the obvious target.
Yeah.
But it's causing an oil glut, because if you've got 300 ships and you bring them all out all at once.
Yep. That's right.
You've obviously got too much oil. So it's actually pushing the price way down because no one's got the tank storage You might end up with this perverse thing where the supplies will last for a bit longer because now we've got like the old stuff coming through, but it's not. You'd think like, oh, that'd be a lot of oil, but it's really not, because the burn rate, like it used to be like 100 to 130 ships a day.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's like 15. So yeah, it's coming out, but
not like it should be.
Like
it makes you wonder whether China, if China starts buying, that'd just be a jack up of the price again.
Well, yeah, and it just depends how long the conflict goes for. But I analysed Trump's tweet this morning, and I read it just at face value with my eyes, and I thought that's the architecture to start again. And then I asked AI what it thought, and it agreed pretty strongly. I put it on my page, but
so he probably doesn't want it. Isn't it the 40 billion or something to rebuild it?
40 billion to rebuild the strait.
No, to rebuild Iran.
Oh, they're talking about 300 billion.
Oh, it's 300 billion. Right. Well, so he'd be trying to get out of that, wouldn't he? Surely.
Yeah. Well, he said today the Islamic Republic of Iran will no longer exist.
Yeah.
So I think that's code for I'm just going to come and kill all of you guys.
I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. So this is just coding away.
Well, it's a good time to own it. It's a good time to own a V8 over here in Perth, because we're down to $1.40 at the moment for fuel.
Yeah. Really, it's probably the time to buy to bloody fill the tank up. Or bows are up somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, if you've got tanks, Bruce, fill them, mate.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I had to make the decision when things started to get tough, so I bloody put a few thousand litres, probably about 6,000 litres in, because I figured the price is less important than not having it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think you made the right choice at the time.
Yeah, I did at the time, because if we didn't have diesel, we're just stuffed. So I sort of made that decision, and I've done a top up since. And yeah, because without fuel, we just might as well roll over. We're done. Do you see that thing on Current Affair last night about the Manildra who sell make the fuel for the, what do you call it, the ethanol fuel, and they're exporting most of it because Aussies don't use it.
Yeah.
I got to put some in the WB next time I fuel it up.
It makes you wonder whether they've managed to get fuel from all around the world to fill the tanks, and they're actually keeping the price low so that we keep consuming it.
Yes. Yep.
Is that when the new stuff comes in, they can keep topping the tanks?
Yep.
So it doesn't get up and we don't have to wait. Like it's going in. So they might be sort of like, but because there'll be a point where it runs out. But at that point, if you're full tanks, then you've got sort of the maximum time before it then.
Yeah, it causes a problem.
Yeah.
I bet it'll be right on harvest.
Maybe they're just trying to get through harvest.
Yep.
And then the pressure will come off for a bit.
Well, harvest.
Maybe next year will be the shit year.
October, November. Well, November, December, really. Well, mostly, yeah. Hey.
So I'm really just reformatting this page at the moment. But that was just I don't think the video is going to be very good tonight, but I'll put it up anyway.
Yep. Are we doing the mining next week?
Yeah, we can if you want.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. So we just refactored it to look like that. So yeah, it just looks like the other one now.
Yeah.
It's just getting too good, isn't it?
Oh,
All right. Yeah, so if you've got any ideas, I think next week we might do the mining one.
Yep.
That uses, I'll probably log in next week on my Linux machine because I've got that running on that machine. It's all set up. So, and we might go and try and find the data over in wherever you're from, Bruce.
Bobadar.
Yeah. We might just go look at that area, see what we can
Yeah,
find.
that'd be really good. I'd like that.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of activity happening in the area. One of those photos on that document I sent you was next door neighbours, John.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah.
but they're very patient.
Yes. Well, they got to do all the updates to market, Bruce.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's very good.
Yeah, so thanks for giving me a Sunday night and hope you learned something. And
Yep.
I think that's a useful set of tools.
Yep, certainly.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Terrific.
Cheers.
Thanks,
See you
man.
guys.
Thanks,
See ya.
everybody. Catch you later.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.